While Jamie Dornan's image has long been associated with elegance, luxury and the most powerful in Hollywood, now everything is on the brink of collapse. The 50 Shades star is facing the biggest shock of his career when a series of allegations allege that he secretly hid millions of dollars in assets overseas to avoid tax obligations. According to sources close to him, a large-scale investigation has been conducted after irregularities in Dornan's financial accounts were discovered. Authorities believe that the actor set up a series of phantom companies and accounts in tax havens to illegally transfer money, an act that could see him face severe penalties, even imprisonment if convicted. The incident has shocked the entertainment world as many people who once admired Jamie Dornan's lavish lifestyle now cannot help but wonder if it was all just a perfect cover to hide the dark truth behind. Million-dollar supercars, luxury mansions in Los Angeles and lavish yacht holidays could soon be a thing of the past if investigators find solid evidence. Collision Hollywood is in turmoil, and Jamie Dornan's future is more uncertain than ever. Once formal charges are filed, it's only a matter of time before he's arrested, and his once high-flying career could collapse overnight. Fire the nightmare has just begun. Jamie Dornan is about to pay a heavy price? After news of the asset concealment allegations spread, the international media is surrounding Jamie Dornan's every move. News reporters have been on duty for many days in front of his mansion in Los Angeles, while people who have worked with Dornan have been summoned to give statements. Some sources also revealed that bank accounts in Switzerland and the Cayman Islands related to his name have been temporarily frozen, as part of the ongoing investigation. Briefcase. It is worth mentioning that Jamie Dornan seems to be keeping a mysterious silence. He has cancelled a series of work schedules, from interviews promoting new movies to charity events. Meanwhile, his legal team has continued to avoid the press and only issued a brief statement. Jamie Dornan will cooperate fully with the authorities and trust in justice. However, this silence only makes the public more suspicious that things may be much more serious than what the public knows. Downward trend. Not only is his acting career threatened, a series of major brands that have cooperated with Dornan are also considering terminating their contracts to avoid being affected by their reputation. A source from Hollywood also said that an upcoming blockbuster film starring Dornan has been postponed indefinitely due to unresolved legal reasons. This could cause tens of millions of dollars in damage to the producers, and push his career into the abyss of no return. Heartbreak. Fans around the world are living in a feeling of both shock and disappointment. Once a symbol of success and luxury, Jamie Dornan is now struggling to protect his freedom and reputation. All eyes are on the court, where it will be determined whether this is the irreversible fall of his illustrious career. Balance scale. The price of lies. Everyone is turning their backs on Jamie Dornan. As the investigation continues to expand, not only the law but also the entertainment industry and the public are gradually turning their backs on Jamie Dornan. Some of his close colleagues who once worked closely with him on set are now keeping a safe distance, avoiding being involved in this serious scandal. Luxury parties that once welcomed Dornan as an A-list star are no longer invited, and many prestigious film organizations are considering stripping him of awards he once received if the allegations are proven true. Downward trend. Financial and legal experts also made a gloomy prediction. If convicted of tax evasion and cross-border money laundering, Jamie Dornan could face up to 10 years in prison and a fine of tens of millions of dollars. Not only that, all the assets he has worked so hard to build could be confiscated or frozen to serve the investigation. This means that the lavish lifestyle he once boasted about will completely collapse. From expensive villas, sports cars to secret investments are all at risk of disappearing overnight. Crying. A close source also revealed that Jamie Dornan is currently living in a state of panic and extreme stress. He hardly leaves his house, avoiding contact with the media and friends. He is like a completely different person. The confidence and glamour he had before has disappeared. Jamie is scared for his future, the source said. Fire. But the scariest thing is probably not the fine or material loss, but the loss of trust from the audience. Jamie Dornan's name used to guarantee the success of every movie, but now it has become a symbol of greed and collapse. Many veteran fans have taken to social media to express their outrage, declaring that they will boycott all projects with his name involved. Right finger from the peak of fame, Jamie Dornan is falling freely into the darkest abyss of his career. And perhaps the most painful thing for the actor is having to witness everything he has built disappear because of one wrong decision. Amid mounting criticism and pressure from the authorities, Jamie Dornan's legal situation is moving into an extremely dangerous phase. According to investigative sources, a formal indictment may be issued in the coming weeks, as key evidence of concealing assets, transferring money through shell companies and making false statements has almost been confirmed. Once the indictment is announced, Dornan will have no way out, and the prospect of being arrested at his home or at the airport is only a matter of time. Balance scale more seriously, investigators are expanding the scope of the search to include associates and business partners who have had financial ties with Dornan. This could lead to a large-scale criminal case that shakes the entire Hollywood. The names that appeared next to him at lavish parties, those who invested in projects, are now in the sights, creating an unprecedented legal storm in the entertainment industry. TV international media has been constantly dissecting every detail of the scandal, from Jamie Dornan's secret real estate ownership in Monaco to transferring money through companies registered in Panama and Belize. Financial experts say, if what is alleged is true, this will be one of the biggest tax evasion cases ever involving an A-list star. This has completely destroyed the perfect prince image that Dornan has built over the years in front of the public. Heartbreak. Meanwhile, his family is also going through extremely tense days. Some sources revealed that Amelia Warner, Dornan's wife, has left the villa to take her children to live with her parents, away from the media and legal whirlpool that is surrounding them. She wants to protect her children from all the noise and judgmental looks, the source said. This could be a sign that the Dornan family relationship is also on the brink of breaking up. Fire. Once a symbol of glamour and success, Jamie Dornan now faces the prospect of losing everything: his career, his fortune, his freedom, and even his family. Experts say, if there is no miracle, next year could mark the end of a star once admired by the world. Bomb countdown to the fateful hour. Hollywood holds its breath waiting for Jamie Dornan's verdict. The atmosphere in Los Angeles these past few days has been frozen before the legal storm named Jamie Dornan. While lawyers from both sides are completing the final documents, the U.S. federal court has officially scheduled a preliminary hearing for early next month, a trial that is predicted to become an unprecedented Hollywood event in many years. Scroll. According to leaked documents from the prosecutor's office, the list of charges against Dornan does not stop at tax evasion and concealment of assets, but can also be expanded to transnational money laundering, financial fraud, and deceiving the investigation agency, each of which could cost him decades behind bars. A close source even revealed, if all charges are found guilty, Dornan could face up to 25 years in prison. Warning. In that context, film producers, fashion companies and brands that had signed advertising contracts with Jamie Dornan have all withdrawn from projects, leaving behind estimated losses of hundreds of millions of dollars. One of the biggest Hollywood studios even removed his name from the poster of an upcoming blockbuster, replacing it with another actor, an unprecedented move in recent cinema history. Pensive face. As for Jamie Dornan, inside sources described him as living like a lost soul, barely eating and falling into a state of silence for many days. Close friends said he is constantly afraid for his future and his family, and is considering signing a plea deal to reduce his sentence, something that a few years ago, no one could imagine an A-list star having to do. Downward trend. But perhaps the biggest shock is the reaction of fans. From all over the world, campaigns to bring Jamie Dornan to justice are spreading strongly on social media. The hashtags #JusticeForTruth and #DornanScandal are trending globally, demonstrating the extreme public outrage towards the man once praised as the perfect gentleman of Hollywood. Fire. Now it's just a countdown to the fateful trial, and the question that has the whole world in suspense is, Will Jamie Dornan appear in court in a luxury suit like a star, or in prison clothes like an economic criminal?